started. We're kind of working on a little bit of defense stuff. We've been on today, offensive, creating some offense. We started with some D-specific drills, just shooting. I think we do the same with forwards. Again, Craig Bedard, Jared Winia, Pitcher Prep, Varsity. We have three new players today. You guys come on up, introduce yourselves. Maybe where you're from.
I'm Dawson Milliken. I'm from Canmore, Alberta. I'm Sebastian Gracio from Williams Lake. Twin Disher.
Okay, so thank you guys for coming. Again, thanks to all the coaches that are taking time out of their busy schedule to come out. If there's anything that you want to hear worked on that's specific to your age group or your team, we can get into that. But we'll start just with the drill that these guys do when they D are on one end and forwards on the other, a little bit of shooting.
Yeah, last time we did some D shooting to start. With these guys, we're going to start a couple concepts for you. So you guys are going to try it. You pass each other. And what we're going to focus on is just soft catch. So we talked about it last week, I believe, with the D. But we don't want to hear the puck hitting their stick, and we don't want to see them stick handling. So we're going to progress, and that's when they start passing it around. They're going to have their hands away from the body. They're going to move it. They're going to make sure that it's quiet. And it's always low. So when you see this position, the hands start in front of them. They pull it back, and now they're low and ready with their eyes up to pass the puck. And as you'll see, shoot the puck. So you can start just passing. You'll notice that this is hands are ahead of him, and it's when he receives it, it stays square. If it's like we talked about last week, if your top hand is on your hip, you can't receive a pass. So a lot of young kids got that hand glued here, get it out in front of their body. So you get into this position, you automatically build a roof over top of the puck, which puts the puck flat on the ice, and now you're in a position to move it again. So you progress that from passing into shooting. So we start with righties, you go over here, lefties just over here. We're just going to roll up the wall. Just simple with timing. We're going to receive a pass, and without stick counting it, we're going to load it, and we're just going to shoot it off. Okay? So the whole goal, you can work on it. When he rolls up, you're going to look for protection. Don't want to see is them having hard hands up here, having to stick down and low to shoot. So always less stick down, no stick down to shoot. So you can do this put a net on the half wall and have them just skate out 5 feet, pick the puck up and all the way down, just shooting it and get their body around that puck. Okay. Anything to add to that?
Yeah, the concept of swinging your body around it too. Guys play our top midget team. Repetitions, and then people that have never done it, to actually cancel out that whole stick out. It's tough the very first time. So trying to get it and developing the concept, you want to generate some offense. That stick handle, it lets the defense get set for an extra second. It lets the goalie slide down. So seconds add up. So we can kind of minus 2 stick handles or kind of.
Okay, that, anything else?
Okay, so then we'll progress as you guys come on out here. And you add passes to it however you want. If you guys are kind of doing the drill with these guys, and just hand them in. So now what we're going to talk about is our first guy's just going to go in and shoot the puck, and he's going to underhand it. So we're just going to make sure that he's not handling, he's going to shoot. When he shoots, he's going to pick up the puck that's spotted down there, so he's going to grab it. The next guy in line, you've got a line of players here. You're just be around, you keep an eye on that player there. Down in this area. It shoots. Once again, we're using the whole zone here, but it works in a 10-foot area or a 15-foot area. You can get 2 or 3 nets down and have kids going on both sides of the ice. Go ahead. We did go up and down on line. So he's going to have to stick down. See that? Here we go around. And it's just continuous. As the shooting warm-up, as the skills, you get different groups. One of the concepts that we'll talk about with these guys is we'll talk about working downhill. So with your young kids, always talk about working downhill, which means that you want to take the ice that's up here with timing. And when you have an opportunity to jump in offensively, you want to be coming from the top down. Okay? An analogy that we use in hockey school is it's way easier to jump into the pool than to jump out of the pool. So if you were to just put a marker and say, well, this is the pool, this is the front scoring area, right here is where you want to be. It's way easier to have timing in this area, watching and going into the pool to shoot, and you're trying to get out of the pool and find position. So just some different analogies you can use to give them a better picture of what you're trying to do. Any questions with that? You guys want to do the other? It'll be cold standing up. Okay. Let's go across you. So you can progress it with your young guys too, but that's just an individual skill that you're working on shooting. Now you can do it more tactical as far as having 2 players going. So now when they walk out, they have to time each other. They're going to make a pass across. The same principles apply as not handling it and shooting it quickly. You guys can make the area smaller. You can also add dividers or whatever. So there's a divider here, just say we need to pass the divider. So dish and sieve will go together. They'll roll up. Pass it up. And you can just build on this. Smaller area to build on things like that, greater success. So this works in 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds, house players, rep players, all the same concepts, and you can just condense the space to make it easy. Then once you start doing that, progress on your offensive skills, you do the same drill, but now when Dawson rolls up against the pass, he's going to fake, he's going to sell a shot, and then he's going to just got reception in, he'll move across, and then he'll release it. So now you're working on looking, selling the shot, and then moving that puck across. So just continue to build on offensive tactics as far as we're trying to get more offensive to move. Rod, anything? Okay. One of the things that we will talk about a lot is that line that goes right through the middle of the ice. So when a puck is moved, where C is, where dish is, when it goes across this line, the chances of scoring go through the roof. Way higher than keeping the puck on the same side. And the reason for that is the goaltender has to move. So if he's set for a shot and it stays on the same side of the ice or moves to here, he doesn't have to move very far. When it goes across this line, so when it moves from here to here, you've got to move a lot more and you have a better opportunity to score. So a lot of the drills that we'll do will try to make sure that that puck moves from one side to the other, whether you're cutting down and skating across or ideally moving that puck. So all your stuff off the entries and off the rushes, you're trying to get the puck moving. Okay?
That same concept again applies to the first drill they were doing. pass them over the high, and generate a lot of offense from there. And again, making life tough on it. People from behind the goal line, a shot quick up, the shot's not there, then making that pass, again, adding different elements to it. But having 3 passes from the same area of the ice, only's got the easy shot. Kind of just standing there. More importantly, the 5 guys on defense, they kind of just hold tight and hang out there and do anything too hard.
Any questions? So that's just little skill work you can do within there. Now we'll get more into tactics. Jason wanted to talk about a little bit of just creating offense off of the rush. So we'll talk about a little bit of a drill. We'll do what's called a drama. So you guys will be down in there. We're going in groups of 2. So we want to get into the concept. You might have to read that back a little bit longer so you can go on the other side. Get into the concept of then attacking this triangle. So space between the heel of the stick and the toes on the defenseman, passing it underneath that stick. It's a real hard area to defend. Mostly you're taught to skate this direction. So a little drill, you can do this once again, you can pick it up to here. You can do it get 2 or 3 numbers over this. So what's going to happen is Sebo's going to carry the puck out. He's going to carry it around this way. Really, he's going to come through and he's going to go the opposite direction. Really, come here. So now, you just have the blue line, you can work on offside tactics and timing. So Willie's going to come around this way. Sebo's going to get going this way. And when they attack, me now, Willie, you're on this side. He's going to pass it underneath the stick to that inside. So what this talks about is the beginnings of your offensive entries and your tactics where you want to isolate one defenseman and create a 2-on-1. So how many of you talk to you guys about mid-lane drive? Anybody going to the net hard or anything like that? A little bit? Yeah. So that's one of the main concepts. Is you need to get somebody that's going to the net and get the skaters. So this drill, just go full speed or faster. You don't need to have a coach. If you can get somebody moving, we'll do a lot of our stuff with a coach or a player that's moving. It's really easier to establish that flow when you go. But it just talks about, we talk about quick, close support. So just having support all the time. So with your younger players, I wouldn't talk about anything except if the puck is there, you need your teammates close by to support it. And then communicate and talk and make little short passes.
So that drill is great because you can do many options off this, okay? When they start getting familiar with it, then you start taking away, you get pressure right away, you can only towards. When we do that in practice, like we have this whole area open, so we can be swinging out. And the guy in the red, he did a kind of a sharp button hook and he kind of runs out of time right there, or he slows down because of the blue line. If he takes that puck and he's coming up here at least, now he's waiting for his partner, now he's coming to the good. And just by actually taking the extra stride, now you actually come up. To play 2-on-1, his gap's a bit different than now this guy with the puck coming in. I can't think of what I'm doing, I'm just reading off of what's here. His gap is way too far ahead of me, I'll just place it behind him very fast. He's playing way back, we have a cross and a drop, so then we slowly start getting progressions. But this path of having, talking about Milliken being close there too, like not too far away, that's right. Many things we build on this simple concept earlier. Starting off just how they did. So we start off how their midget team starts off. We do them hockey skills too. Just so they get the sake of, okay, we have an entry of 2-on-1. We've got a support here. I'm sure you've seen some guys come in and they're over where it says these. Alright, so you're supporting around, contact gets into it, now you get taken out, just catching up the slide, making you 2-on-1, and 1-on-over there. So many things can go off back in.
I think that's what you see a lot of in minor hockey. A lot of the teams is you'll see that guy driving. So he's driving, like you said, either on the far side of the ice or he's driving to the net, but not ever really ready for the puck. Like they hear net drive, so it's I'm going to go right to the net and in the crease, but really not ever ready for the puck. And so I think these drills are good to get that concept that you should always be ready as an option, like supporting as an option. Right?
Sometimes on the guys with the puck, they have it and they think, hey, I'm going to get a goal, I'm going to get a goal. have support, they don't really want to acknowledge that. They want to make it a one-on-one game what we have. So when they have it, it kind of takes some time. A kid is coming up and just doing a shoulder check, seeing where his partner is. If it's the fastest guy that's moving the puck, or the slowest. Does he realize that? Does he kind of take some extra ice here, sit down? Like, there's many elements that you can do on that training.
We'll get it. Just one over here.
People, come on, back on one. Teaching point. People, come up to it.
And one thing you can teach your young players right away is the more ice that you take, the easier it is. Okay? Come on up.
He just cuts here real tight, and you want him to stay on side, then it has to stop. So that's why we want him to take ice so we can re-attack with speed. As you're coming through, go ahead. Stop now. The key point is to watch for with your young players are their toes. Because if the puck here, carrying the puck, either way, if I'm on that side, and they have their toes going this direction. So then this way with a real hard pass. So if they can get their toes square and they're going so watch the toes, try and get their toes going in the direction they're going. They'll make a lot more completed passes. Some coaches will discourage at a young age. They'll tell their guys, don't use your backhand. I think you should encourage it a ton. And all you need to do is tell them you're on the backhand, just get closer to that stick. If I'm coming in this direction, instead of going the wrong way, that's on the backhand, on this hard. I want to get closer. Now I can slide it. Okay? How often do we work on under the stick? It's about every day. Net drive, shoot pucks off the far pad, try to score that way, and then some different options. So that's what we'll do. We don't have a goaltender in, so what we'll do off a rush is there's a lot of different drills you can do out of the neutral zone. For you guys, depending on your age group, you can just have 2 players. So one player will carry the puck, so you net drive, and the first one you would do, the first option you would do is this guy just drives wide, he's driving the net, and if there's a goalie in net, he's going to shoot the puck, and he's going to shoot. So there's a rebound. You see if you can score off that rebound. So it promotes that guy driving the net hard, it promotes him having a stick on the ice, and being ready for that rebound. Then you can have him go, and we'll go a little faster. A little bit of timing, so he's going to slow down, he's going to let him drive, he's going to spin the stick, he's going to shot pass. He's going to shot pass, go hard. You'll be direct. The other thing we'll work on is obviously that pass underneath the stick, so right here, come down here, a little closer. Wheel drive close, use the dots as your guide. Now underneath the stick. We'll work on behind the wheels. Does everybody understand why we want mid-lane drive? Okay. Yeah. So, yes, you're going to join this rush. In the puck here. So most times on a 3-on-3, you guys will have you've got your 3 lanes filled offensively, there are 2 defensively. Okay? So we want to create a 2-on-1 as quick as we can. Because that forces the D to make some decisions. So if Dawson goes way over there for his mid-lane drive, or even on this side in the middle of the ice, it's a pretty easy read for sure. Okay? So all he's asked to do, and all I have to do is move this back in. It's a pretty long pass over there. And if he's driving, Jared picks him up, it's pretty easy. If he comes over close now, and is right beside me in this area, and we drive, now what happens is Jared's got to make a decision. He's got to either take him, and if he takes him and he pushes him back, right there, now we're going to one way. If he doesn't take him, he stays over there in the covered disc, play that 2-on-1, now we'll pass it to him on that 2-on-1. Now they have a 2-on-1 back to that net. So you want to try to always isolate one defenseman. So that's why you want that support defense close to the puck.
Yeah, I think it's the basic term is the triangle kind of going, but that guy, if you're attacking 3 in a line, 2 good D, you're going to stop that more time than not. Here, if this is a fast drive to that far post or the close post, you're making that defense like hell if that guy can make a play. And then obviously the F3, but then it comes into timing. If his timing's off, the dish is too far deep, the passing lane's not there, so it's incorporating, yeah, it just looks like a basic 3-on-2, but when you're playing against 2 smart D-men, forwards kind of got to be on their A game there. So all those elements come into it, and that's just right there, making reads. So doing that Brahma drill, showing them, hey, you get pinched off quick, it can just be a light area pass. If he gets pressured, they can release a chip low and they can just attack from the corner, but being able to know all of your outs and then making the correct read in the game just takes repetitions and repetitions, hence why they do so many in practice. We do the exact same. It's just constant reads there.
We will do that stuff every day in shooting drills. Whether it be a net drive, whether it's just 2 guys or whether it's 3 guys. Just about every day. Sometimes that's a D jumping up, sometimes the D's jumping up, a 4th player. So we'll do, since we don't have a goalie, and you guys will have a goalie, so you can do these rushes non-stop and just run over different options. You can have them shoot, look for rebounds, you can have double drive, you can hit the middle, you can go cross ice to that weak side guy. So we'll do something, just throw so.
Craig, one thing, just when you're talking about that, the players recognizing that stick and maybe your short staff, are you just putting a player to say be passive, just so that the players learn where they're moving that puck through? Or?
Yeah, or we just get a coach.
Yeah.
Like that coach will just, during the drill, normally goes off the other side, so we're only going half ice. Then you can certainly just do it. And for half ice, I would put a net there, put a coach there, and have them just drive and pass it underneath. Just get them used to actually looking at this as an option, a very good option to move the puck.
If there's no staff out there, you throw the puck bucket, you throw a cone, you put your stick down, and there's your makeshift D-man right there.
If you
Just,
throw your, yeah, if you
yeah,
throw
it's
your
simulating
puck
the exact same
on
thing.
top of a cone, your stick will just sit right in there, and you can pass underneath it all day long. So that's fine. So we don't have a goalie, so we won't shoot far pad, but let's do. You can come in. We'll go that shot pad. So you'll watch Sibo. What he'll do is he'll slow up. He'll either snowplow or he'll stop up. He'll allow this guy to get to the net because we want to create that triangulation and we want some depth to our attack as well as some width. And then once we do that, you can go across ice. We're talking about that. Okay. So shot pass and start. Let's go cross it. So that's where it is. Soft catch shooting starts to tie into when you get 3 guys down there. He's coming in, he's passing across seam, he's soft catching, he's releasing it. You want to do that? Let's go off to this side, cross ice.
100%, like they'll have. So he would have all the centers here, all the wingers there.
and he would go through. He'd have a goalie, and he'd just keep saying, "Okay, next up," and they would start it.
Once you go over that net, now,
Yeah, he'd just be the center, he'd pass it, and they just go right into it.
business player, but you can do this with young kids. Just get them going. So the big thing is, obviously, is passing, but the way that you solve the passing problem with younger kids is just do it in small areas, real small areas. Instead of them making, 60-foot pass across, make a 10-foot pass. Have that middle person slide it over, and then you can increase that width a little bit if you want.
No, I think that's super important because a lot of times, obviously, we have 30 plus kids on the ice. So if you can set up 4 or 5 nets, it's smaller, and now we got 12, 14 kids moving at a time. So.
Like that Brahma drill that you do there, we'll do it in 4 different stations, but you can get it going this direction, especially with younger kids. You want it to go fast, so the less skating they have to do to get there. If it's only 30 feet that they're going up, you can do it cross ice and get 6 or 7 different stations going. Or if it's just your side, you can get 3 for sure. You just need the net. You put a net here, a net there, and a net there. You guys will get going. You'd be able to increase it. The kids, it would be fast. They'd get lots of reps in. They could have 3 stations going. But any of these concepts, you can do.
The backhand. These guys are all in the shorthand and you make them not use the backhand. It's the right way to like if he's on the off wing,
Yeah.
like that way. On there.
So he'll open up. So a lot of times he's going to open up. He's going to come down as we go. So go on that far side. So if
Get us. Seabolt.
We'll work a lot on over up at one time. The younger kids, it would just start with the same concept of soft tech. So if they're coming in this direction, show forehand, open up, and then make sure the person passing knows. We'll talk about what hand is that person, and that's the awareness and the hockey sense that you want to teach those kids. What hand am I attacking with? So that when I make the pass, where does he want it? And then it's their responsibility to communicate where they want it when they're strict on this. Because some kids will stand like this, and then they wonder why they're getting passes in their skates all the time. So, sticks on the end.
Are you talking about passing?
Yeah, like the passing shit. Here.
Yeah, I mean, and right here, a lot of times with a kid, get in position and stick. So if I have the puck here and I want to pass it there on my forehand, I don't need to do this. All I need to do is just get my body around it. So if I just skate a little faster, leave the puck here instead of keeping it in front of me, now I'm loaded and I can make that play on my forehand. So that's an easy way to do it. If you're playing your off wing and I'm coming down, I'll just let that puck get into this position and now automatically I can move it. So instead of keeping it out, and that's one thing kids want to do is hand will be here, puck will be out front, and now they're locked in. It's hard to do anything.
Yeah, that catch release there, that first drill they were doing, kind of the power play shooting drill, you just swap them after a couple minutes and they're still doing, you can maybe even shorten this pass, but them coming up there on their backhand, turning it and firing, it's developing the same concepts. You could be standing on the boards, Seabolt could be 2 feet from me and he's just showing backhand, it's there, a turn, a quick shot, but just being able to catch and release rather than get it. Well, exactly. Yeah. But then again, like I could ask guys on my team too, like without looking, going, which way does he shoot? I'd have some guys struggle to answer that, which right there, it sounds ridiculous, but that could be a scoring chance in the game. If I know for a second dish is over there, I can spot a puck, I'll be able to chase it down on his backhand. If I give him a shit pass and it's just not for the way he shoots there, different situation, but it goes a long way. But again, the passing, we do passing for 25, 35 minutes every single day to start practice, reducing overspeed, reducing entries, but passing's not something that we do once every 3 practices. It is constant, and we start off basic with static targets, and we'll progress from there.
That's kind of the rush stuff.
then we'll do some in-zone stuff. So we can do that. So now what we're going to talk about is just creating space for yourself in the offensive zone. So just some concepts you can teach your young players to create a little bit of space so that they have some success offensively and learn how to protect the puck. So people's going to dump the puck and they're going to pick it up and turn up the wall. So when he goes in and turns up the wall, normally in a game there's going to be somebody that's going to come in and try to check. Okay? So one of the things that young players want to do is they want to get away from the guy that's coming to check. So they move there and they get against the wall. So what that's done to him right now is that's limited his options big time because now there's a wall there and he can't turn in that direction. So if I'm coming in to check him, I can just steer properly and now we can check, we can lift sticks or whatever age group he's with. What we want to encourage for him is to invite some contact. As far as if this defensive player comes and now he's pushing out and protecting the puck, so you're working on the puck protection drill, he gets his body, he's blocking himself, and now what he's done is we want him to build an area that he can escape. So by pushing out and coming into that pressure, now he's created room, he's leading into me here, and I'm leading into him, now he's got an advantage. He's not kind of pushing on him, and now he can spin off. Once he spins off, he goes hard to that net. So we'll do it, you guys can just go opposite corners, and then we'll do it with some reference for full speed. You guys can dump this off. So they're going to start?
Change your sides. And these guys already we can go a little bit. So they can go further. So they've gone to the second phase start. You can just go with one player just to get them used to that speed, creating that separation. Then you can add pressure like they're doing. One of the big things that we'll talk about, especially at hockey school with young kids, is the stick. So he's here, and he's creating space, and now he's getting back to the tap. A good defender is going to stop, and he'll be going back this way towards the net. And the good defender is going to stick the stick out. And what a lot of young kids want to do, and you guys probably have some on your team, is they want to skate as fast as they can, they think they have to go around the end of the stick. So, the sticks here, you'll see racing, try and outrace that stick, which they never really can if the defense takes that right position. So, what we want to teach them is, as soon as he turns, he wants to use his leg and his arm to go right out. So my stick's here, he's going to push that thing out of the way and go through the stick instead of around the stick. And he's tucking underneath, which is more of an advantage. But as soon as he turns, right through my stick, and now he's got his beat. So instead of chasing that way, cut right there.
You see, he just did it there to not going under the stick. As a lefty here, it's a little different. That's the right side. His shin pad comes out for protection because you're going to stick like this, and then he gets that shoulder just behind your back. As soon as you have that, you have the advantage on the defensive player. Because usually it's going to be shot on net, or that a defensive player has to take a penalty to stop it. He just did that turn there. He's a lefty coming in from the offside. So when he's going in that left foot, you know, and you pass the D-man within a second, rather than the race to the goal line like Krieger was talking about there a second ago. A lot of kids come out of that turn, younger kids, they skate as fast as they can, and then when they don't have them, then they'll cut. Whereas Dish does that play there, as soon as he cuts, he's coming straight to the net on an angle, not going down, then over, if that makes sense.
You guys want to go live here? Just keep alternating sides. Pressure, but go through your stick now.
comes back up, he'll spot it, so it'll just go continuous. You can do it. So the other phase of that is now instead of bringing it forward, put it over the half wall. Then you drop down, you pretend to try hard to go to the net. He's going to come up, and now he's going to turn the other way, now drive up and shoot from that mid-seam. So it's just the opposite of what we're doing. But it's the same concept. Build that wall so the people can get it. He's got pressure here, he wants to build. And now he wants to drive up. And once again, you can just continue to do it. You can do it often anywhere on the ice as long as you're just practicing that turning back in those concepts.
It's weird because it's always about the battle on the boards. That's where so much of this game happens. How do you get that mindset change? I guess this is one of the drills to do it. Is there other ways to talk about it?
As far as just...
Yeah, like we always, every battle is right on the boards. Like, it just seems like this habit.
And that's because that's where they're taking that puck, right? So the challenge is to get them to take it off of the wall because they all want to run away from the pressure that's coming instead of protecting it. So, I mean, just do a lot of puck protection drills where they're used, it's not, they're not hitting each other, but they're used to feeling contact, another body. It's easier, I mean, you guys have all been there, and I tell these guys that you're playing with your buddy and you're both pushing each other as hard as you can, and then you just let go and he falls down. And that's the concept you want to teach is, I'm pushing, I'm trying to go this way, the defender's pushing back, not allowing me to go, and then I have the advantage to spin off of there and get a half a step or a full step on him to have a little space to make some plays. Initially, but yeah, I would like, you can teach your players to do it because then they're going, right? They're not standing in line watching it, they can participate. So at first, I would pressure and then you could add in your players depending on that age group. But with young kids, like I said, we'll do this in hockey school with 10-year-olds and they're fine pressuring each other. They can learn to do it. And Jay, you've got young kids. Do you do any stuff like that?
Yeah, and when you do the one that you guys do a lot of the time too, where they're just basically playing keep away, like where the one guy's chasing the one guy and they run all over and it's quick 10 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Just a mirror drill. So we'll do it just in this area. That little chase drill. So you'll carry the puck. You're going to go. So they're just, you could use any kind of area. The top of the circles down. So Dish is going to carry the puck. Siebo's going to check him, and all he's trying to do is try and just keep a stick on his hip. So he's just trying to track it. So go ahead, Dish. Then you can go where they both have puck. So Millie, Siebo's going to chase again. So now Siebo's having the puck down, puck down and still go. And then the last one, and you can play tag. And this one you're going to want a little bit of room, and this is the room if they can skate backwards. But this is going to go backwards. Siebo's going to go forward, and they're just going to play tag. So Siebo tags him, then this goes forward, he'll go backwards. So you guys go no sticks, just no sticks. Keep your head up, go. What that drill teaches is a real fun way to transition real quick without just going Monday forward, backwards,
You can tell they've done 2 reps and they're tired. So here it is. This one's a leg.
Okay, so the other thing you can do is the groups just warm them up for edge work. I'm getting a little off topic. Dish will get on this side of these two sticks. Steve will get on this side. Over here, Dish. Right here. Okay, and then we're going to tag. So they can't tag each other over top of the sticks. So you can get everyone up and set up the sticks. Don't go. So someone's got to get it on there. Go.
All those injuries that are created, when you do it in a competitive way like that, they don't really realize it's actually that's exhausting. And they're in between reps, they're exhausted, they're over rep, but there's a competitive element to it, and it's unbelievable for everyone. It's great for doing escapes if you get to puck protection, and you're doing escapes over outside edges without realizing it, because you're actually practicing getting more buff for 20 minutes a day all season. That puck protection series that you sometimes do just at the very start things like that.
Little races that you can do. So we'll start. Millie, get on the board. You haven't worked yet. Dish, get over there.
So you can line up your feet just around half the height. And get them on the board, and you can dictate whatever you want. So they're going to start together. You can put the box hard. And so obviously, if they start with the right foot against the wall, they're going to start on the whistle. You control all of them, or you can tell them to go. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get body position on the puck. So it's not about winning the race, it's being fast, it's about establishing the race. So you teach, when we talk about inviting contact, these guys are going to battle to get into this position. Now they have the body between the opponent and the puck. And then what you tell your kids is the puck, don't touch it with your stick, protect it. So if you want to take it, it should stay in a tight area. What we don't want is somebody taking it and skating all over. That'll be a battle with the other kid. But they do get it. I know if we do this not control, they get it and it's good. So ready? Go. This will, it's a very little, once you see it a little bit warm up, depending on the intensity, it's a great little warm-up drill, and you can have, so you can put the puck out, both knees, you can dictate however they start. Go! So you can see what is on the right away. The ground and bottom and start sticking. What we want to promote is not to handle it as much, because every time I handle it, I expose it. And we're trying to guys get underneath that stick. So I want to use my stick to protect it as much as I can. Feel that pressure so I can move around it.
So the flip side of that, and those releases to the net after, is when you now have the puck forward to the rep when you just switch up the order, the drills change completely. Now they're going with the puck, and you've got a guy with the puck right away, they want to go to this. Your options are limited. So then being able to put that side of it, now you're having to go on boards and stuff, and then actually one of the concepts, when they have good position, they sometimes want to get out of it. If I have great position on this right here, and I have a puck, and he's not taking his puck, I'm content to stay right here. Right, a lot of guys just want to get it, turn into it, but you just work so hard to actually get the puck, get position on it, be able to make the play.
So just to add on to the rest of that, we can start those guys on the half mark. Just you come in, and the other guys in the group, if we have 4 people to a circle, you can use the circles, you can use whatever area you want. Now, these guys are going to race for that puck to protect it. They have to stay in the circle. Now, if you have the puck and you can pass it to the guy outside and get it back, it's 1 point. And they play a little game for their 15 seconds. defending, puck protection, and now you're adding a little bit of tactics where you're using that next player. Go. So with young kids, this is a game. They love it, and they'll do it. And you can use it for warm-up. So you're working on puck protection. You're working on accepting contact. You're working on identifying where your teammates are. You're working on little passes. You're working on getting open, defending. It covers a whole bunch of concepts. Who's up next?
I think Billy won that one.
J-Rod, which direction do you want us to go?
Well, we don't have a lot of time. We really have anything you want to ask.
Yeah.
I've noticed all your players
hit the net. So what we do is encourage them to play little games. So if they're standing in line together, you're doing a shooting drill. Two of them say, okay, you and I are going there. And maybe for young kids, it's, if I hit the net, I get a point. If I don't, you get a point. At the end of practice, you gotta untie my skates or whatever it might be. But have little games or little competitions within the drills that you're doing, and that helps promote hitting that net. And, we talk about small targets, but we talk about it every single day. A little joke, we practice missing the net more than we practice hitting it. It's something that needs to be focused all the time. So that's one way. What do you guys think? It's another way of hitting the net all the time.
Look at a spot. You go there, you usually get a step.
You shoot right in the guy's belly half the time, right?
Yeah. Which is okay.
Sometimes
Start.
sometimes
It's on net. At least it's on net. Yeah.
When you're doing smaller games, then we'll do one simple that you can only score on a rebound. That's the only way you can score for this drill. Then you'll progress it. You can score on a rebound or a tip now. Now you get to coach up your shooting. Now you can score on a rebound, a tip, or a screen. And then you'll notice that the kid gets it. He gets in the spot and it's, oh no, I can't actually. So they'll reload and they'll be going to that net, but they understand if they're the one shooting that I'm going for rebound right now, it's better hit the net. So we'll do that one a lot as well. When you're doing small area games, it's just yelling audible to say it's rebounds only now. And it just changes the whole game there, and you'll notice who your smart kids are, and you'll notice who your not smart guys are.
And it's purpose, right? Just have a purpose. A lot of times they'll skate around cones or whatever you guys are doing, and then the last thing is throw it at the net and then get in line. Whereas if you say, no, the purpose is to hit something, have small targets in there, have something fun to hit, anything like that. Jason, put Jay in there, she punch that on that.
Do you work on basic shooting fundamentals, like just taking a good shot, taking a slap shot, like just actually using boards like kids?
Yeah, and that soft catch that we get is all of that. So it's passing to that shooting motion, and then lots of repetition there, and a lot of different shooting drills where you can grab that little one that we did, that soft catch just around, really promotes that basic shot.
Yeah. That's amazing. Just that basic shot just doesn't seem to be something that's worked on. It's always everything else. But like, got a bunch of kids this year who just didn't shoot at all. Like,
because nobody's outside anymore.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Like, you're keeping their age, like the other stationary shooting and showing them basic fundamentals. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Shoot pucks for 15 minutes.
At all.
Yeah, I think that's.
And have them take targets, so have them standing here. Anything, and then once again, put with another kid and say, okay, you get 5 shots, you get 5 shots, who wins? Create a little competition on it. Just to promote that focus.
We talked about it a little bit at the start, and I don't know if at the time, but using that support on entries and stuff. One of the things you see a lot at a lot of ages is the player's failure to recognize, like, that they're going in like on a 1-on-2 or a 1-on-1, and they just constantly they're watching all the highlights and they're like, I'm going to pull off this crazy move, and you see it at all the levels, especially starting younger, and it kind of starts there. Is there something that you do to help like educate those players and kind of encourage finding those odd man rushes? Or
Come on in, guys, you can answer this. What do we do to promote puck management? To recognize situations and do the right thing with the puck. Instead of trying to pull up and get one-on-one moves all the time. Head up, communicate, talk, but it's repetition. We talk about it every single day. Reading the situation, counting numbers, seeing how many opposition players are, how many do we have, and then trying to make the right play off of that situation. So it's just every day, repetition.
But the other side of that too, like especially with the young kids, we promote, like we'll do maybe a drill once a week or once every 2 weeks where it's all about creativity, there's no rules. We want them trying crazy moves, like to promote puck skills, puck handling, and just build on the individual skill. So,
Yeah, they got to be comfortable with the puck when they have it. You don't want guys getting the puck on their stick and going, crap, now I have to get rid of it. But then, again, I'm sure with these guys too, if there's some video clips of them coming in 1-on-2 and they're trying to move and it's a scoring chance 10 seconds later, you know, you got a whole team on the bench looking at you, and they kind of realize at that level it's a selfish play there. And you know, when goals against happen that way, they tend not to do it too much there.
and I don't know if we talk about this last week. How often do you guys do a small area game? Every practice?
We do 1 or 2 every single day.
We'll do it every day. We've been doing them every day, all day for the last 2 practices. That's all we've done. And split the team up and have competitions and play a bunch of different whatever teams that we have. So it's all a small area game.
So I think we did touch on last week about if anybody has an idea or something they want to work on, you can email Ron and I, we can talk to these guys, we can put a practice together, whether it's half ice, full ice, 30 minutes, 18 minutes. We'll gladly help and assist with anything you want to work on now. Build, plan, or operate. So these guys are available. So.